there's another element to this one, and it's the connection between the Rams and the involuntary nemesis of Bears coach Ben Johnson. Because I get the feeling that Matt LaFleur wants nothing to do with some sort of arch rivalry with Ben Johnson. And, you know, maybe the people who script the storylines for the WWE are paying attention. Because usually when you've got the two wrestlers who hate each other, they're both fully into it. But what if you had a situation where one hates the other and the other's like, what did I do? So that's kind of what it is with Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur. Ben Johnson, by all appearances, hates him. And Matt LaFleur, by all appearances, is like, what did I do? And they had the awkward handshake last week. Obviously, the Bears come back and beat the Packers. And there's just talk, F the Packers, Ben Johnson says in the locker room. And the Bears put the clip on social media. So I like that element. But here we are. Look at that. It's just crazy. It's like he's trying to pick his pocket and keep running. It's nuts.
Yeah. And, you know, and LaFleur was going to, you could tell he was gearing up just to say a quick word. Hey, you know, congratulations. You know, good job. Hey, good luck going forward. And Ben Johnson just gave him the drive-by. That's it. I mean, you could tell LaFleur is getting ready to say something. It wasn't got to be like some big speech. Ben Johnson goes off and is probably already thinking, hey, when I get to the locker room, I'm going to have my viral moment, and I'm going to say, F the Packers, and I hate those guys. And that's exactly what he did. But so he's in, you know what this is about? He's just endearing himself to Bears fans. This is what Bears fans have wanted to say for years. The Packers have dominated them for a decade. And so Ben Johnson said, oh, it's not personal, LaFleur. I'm just playing to the crowd here. I got a region to satisfy. So you just happen to be in the way. It's not personal at all.
And that's what makes it so surprising and rare, because fans always want the players to hate the other team, especially when it's a division rival. Packers, Bears, Ravens, Steelers. You want, if you're a fan, you want the players and the coaches to hate the other team as much as you do. But every head coach, almost every head coach, someday is going to be unemployed. And your network of friends, associates, current, former co-workers, just people that you meet and hang out with and have a cocktail with at the league meetings, that's all very important to finding your next job. If you start pissing those people off, you start burning your bridges. We were talking earlier this week about Mike Tomlin going to broadcasting, and I'm of a mind that he would be much better in a booth doing games than he would be in a studio. I think he'd be wasted in a studio on a Sunday morning pregame show, that he gets diluted and, you know, not nearly as many people watch or care about the Sunday morning pregame show as they used to. But the risk when you go into a booth as a Band-Aid between jobs, are you really going to say anything? That was the John Gruden criticism. John Gruden was never Chucky. John Gruden was never authentic. John Gruden didn't let that entertaining pissiness come out, because there are only 32 teams and you never know where you may end up, and you don't want to complicate your life by pissing people off. That's what makes Ben Johnson's open hatred of the Packers and disdain for Matt LaFleur so damn compelling, because other coaches are going to say, what the hell, to Ben Johnson, and they're going to align with Matt LaFleur. Now, Ben Johnson may be supremely confident that he's going to be the coach of the Bears until the day he retires. But you're putting yourself in a delicate spot, to say the least, if you risk undermining relationships elsewhere, all in the name of creating that bond with the fan base. But as a fan, you got to love to see it. And as somebody who profits from all the interesting stuff that happens around the game, I say bravo. I say bring it on. Let's have some more. Create some more of these rivalries. Create some more of these fights. Let's get a little of that WWE action going on between NFL coaches. I love it. Let's do a little charity, wrestling match or cage fight or whatever. Let's do that in the offseason. Let's take it to the next level. I'm all for any of it.
Mike, it's so, I love it too. I want more of it. I'd like to see it between, other rivals, the historic rivals like the Cowboys and Niners. I want to see it there. I want to see it between the Eagles and Commanders. Well, the Commanders, if the Commanders were good, Gary Carter. But I want to see it. I want to see that. I want the coaches to reflect their fan bases. Because, and you mentioned, playing the political game. Can't you tell when a former coach goes to the booth and something happens on the field and they just won't say it? It's so frustrating when they know. But they're holding back for some reason. It's a friend of theirs. They're looking for another job. They're not sure. They're just kind of on the fence. And then, when the mic cuts off, then they tell you the real story. I'm like, no, give me the story when it's actually happening. So I like that Ben Johnson is not thinking about his future. Hey, Ben, don't think about your future. You'll be the coach of the Bears for a generation. Don't worry about it. You'll be the next Mike Tomlin, John Harbaugh. You'll be there forever. Go ahead, torch those relationships, because it's a lot more entertaining this way. And beyond the entertainment factor, I think Ben Johnson looks at it and says, I got a young team, I got a young quarterback, and I got to get them with the right mentality and the right perspective. I need them to understand that this is, when we play an opponent, it's not just this, hey, we're going to go out there. I want them with a mercenaries mentality. I want to take out the opponent. So I'm going to set the tone, and my team will follow. So it's working so far. They're in the divisional round, and Caleb Williams is looking better and better each week. So he's on to something.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.